So, how do problems in team size, skills, of personality, and diversity affect success? So, the composition of a team plays a major role in whether that team's going to succeed or if it's going to struggle. Now, like we already talked about, the four main factors has to do with the team size, their skills, the different abilities, personalities, and the diversity of the team. If the team is too big, then that leads to issues with communication and coordination breakdown. Who's going to do what? Is everybody have enough work to do? Is someone not doing enough? If the team is too small, that's where workload gets overwhelming. Like there's not enough people to handle all the work that is being done. For example, a marketing team of 15 people may get confused with the different roles that they need to do because multiple people are doing the same role because there's a lot of people in the team. But if there's a team of just two, then that becomes very overwhelming because then those two people have to do everything. Now, skills and abilities, if a member lacks the necessary skills to do what they have to do, then that affects productivity and the quality of the work that they're producing. On the other hand, if the skills are unbalanced, some members may have to carry more workload than others because again, the other person doesn't know what to do. Now, personality can be a big one. So if a team doesn't mesh, then that can either weaken or it can strengthen a team. If personalities are conflicting, then that can lead to clashing of personalities, clashing of communication styles. Then that leads to people not talking to each other. And that can affect the progress of the team. If you're not talking, then you're not communicating, then information isn't being passed back and forth, which leads to delays in the project and a high risk of not succeeding. Now, the diversity can bring different perspectives. This can be really good, but it can also be bad. Now, if the perspectives aren't being communicated or they're just not understood, this can create misunderstandings and just clashes. It's something that has to be very carefully managed. Overall, each factor can either support and bring the factor that teams need to succeed, or it can truly hurt a team and lead them to failure. Now, what are the pros and cons of having a team leader? Well, so a team leader can be, again, both helpful or challenging, depending on how the role is used, how the team takes to that leader, and the leadership style that team leader is using. Now, pros of having a team leader, this can mean that the team now has someone to specifically direct them. It can provide direction for the project, can bring structure for the team. It helps with having someone be above that can be the decision maker, and it can help reduce conflict. It also helps improve organization and accountability. Now, cons of having a team leader. This reduces collaboration because if a team leader becomes too controlling, then that means that there is no more talking amongst the team members like it used to be. It could also reduce the creativity if team members feel like they can't contribute anymore, because then that's the team leader's role or that's the team leader's responsibility. This can also lead to codependency. So if a team gets too used to the team leader doing everything, then they just aren't going to do it. They're not going to put in the extra effort to go above and beyond. They become too dependent on their team leader. So a problem that a team leader can create is an imbalance of power within the group. If, say, before that they had a team leader, everybody had a distribution of their responsibility, of the workload, and now a team leader comes in and they take that responsibility, they take that power, then that becomes an imbalance because now either like one person has all the power or and nobody has any, or it's just an unfortunate situation. Team leaders can also bring personal biases. For example, if the team leader is being taken from directly from the team that had no leader, and someone's just being promoted, and there was already some kind of conflict involved between different people, then that team leader is going to have biases towards one side of the team versus the other. Now, and a final takeaway, a team leader is beneficial. They can bring support and guide the team, but it also becomes a problem if the managing and leadership style doesn't mesh.